श्री जी लक्ष्मी नारायण। माननीय सदस्यगण, एक मिनट। माननीय सदस्यगण, महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी ने कुंभ के बारे में भी चर्चा की है, इसलिए आप जब महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी के अभिभाषण के अंदर जब अपने विषय को रखें तो वो विषय भी आप रख सकते हैं। प्रश्नकाल सबसे महत्वपूर्ण समय होता है, माननीय सदस्यों का समय होता है और बहुत प्रयास करने के बाद माननीय सदस्यों का प्रश्न आता है, सरकार की जवाबदेही भी तय होती है। इस महत्वपूर्ण विषय पर कई बार चर्चा हो चुकी है और मैं आपसे कई बार आग्रह कर चुका हूं, माननीय सदस्यगण कम से कम एक व्यवस्था बना लें, एक व्यवस्था बना लें कि प्रश्नकाल के अंदर कभी भी विषय को नहीं उठाने दिया जाएगा। जब मैं आपका स्थगन को अलाउ नहीं करूं तब विषय उठाया करो। कभी हम संसद की व्यवस्थाओं को तो बनाएं ना। आप सदन नहीं चलाना चाहते, चर्चा नहीं करना चाहते। माननीय सदस्य।
So thank you, Speaker sir. Question number 1, which was sir, my supplementary card. While the National Culture Fund has successfully facilitated the restoration of numerous historic monuments across the country, I would like to bring attention to Gutti Fort, located in my constituency of Anantapur, sir. This majestic fort, the largest in the state, has witnessed the rise and fall of empires from the Chalukyas to the Vijayanagar Empire, the Mughals and the Marathas, sir, and even the British. Strategically located near NS 44, NS 67, and the Gutti railway station junction, sir. It holds immense potential to become a key tourism hub. However, the fort is currently in a state of neglect. A proposal of 60 crore for its restoration has already been submitted under the NCF ethics remaining pending, sir. I would like to ask the Honorable Minister if the government will take up this project at the earliest and expedite its approval to ensure the timely restoration of the Gutti Fort, sir. Thank you, sir.
माननीय मंत्री जी।
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, under the provisions of National Culture Fund, the financial arrangements are being done by the donations what we receive or the money what we receive as a contribution from the companies and PSUs through CSR. So primarily and predominantly, the funding agency, they take a call and give us the priority. We have already enlisted 150 projects on the website of NCF. The said project which Honorable MP wished to ask is also part of that. It has been depicted on the website. Whenever adequate funding will be agreed by any of the PSU or any of the company who is giving CSR and on the priority, we will certainly consider this.
So thank you, Honorable Minister, sir. However, I would like to bring to your attention that the issue extends beyond Gutti Fort alone, sir. There are 20 other proposals from Andhra Pradesh that are also awaiting approval under the National Culture Fund for the preservation, protection and promotion of the historical monuments, sir. Honorable Speaker ji, it is concerning to note that in the last 5 years, not a single project from Andhra Pradesh has been approved under the NCF. I kindly request the Honorable Minister to provide clarity on the reason behind the delay in processing these proposals, sir, and the steps being taken to ensure their timely approval and restoration, sir. Thank you, sir.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, जैसा मैंने निवेदन किया पहले प्रश्न का उत्तर देते हुए भी, मैं एक बार फिर दोहराना चाहता हूं कि अभी नेशनल कल्चर फंड के 150 जो ऐसे मॉन्यूमेंट्स की सूची हमने ऑलरेडी वेबसाइट पर प्रकाशित की है, उसमें 21 ऐसे प्रोजेक्ट आंध्र प्रदेश स्टेट के हैं। सामान्यतया एनसीएफ में कोई कंपनी सीएसआर देने वाला पीएसयू या कंपनी जब कभी किसी पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट के लिए सीएसआर देने के लिए आग्रह करता है तो हम उसके लिए इसको कंसीडर करते हैं। अभी हमने डीपीआईटी को के साथ में बैठक करके सारे पीएसयू से आग्रह किया है कि वो कुछ धनराशि उपलब्ध कराएं। जब भी धनराशि उपलब्ध होगी किसी इस पर्टिकुलर इन प्रोजेक्ट्स को प्रायोरिटी करते हुए तो हम निश्चित रूप से उसको कंसीडर करने का प्रयास करेंगे।
माननीय बी रमेश जी,
Bonus Fund has proposed for water channelling and strengthening of Buddhist rock cut, stirrups and repairs of caves, and their use of structural charya with 3 crore cost estimate. The project proposed also provides for a public amenities and landscape of gardens. Kindly, Minister, Honorable Minister, has to say on this.
फिर मैं वही निवेदन करूंगा कि हमने उसको सूचीबद्ध किया है, उस पर धनराशि उपलब्ध होने पर निश्चित रूप से उस पर कार्रवाई की जा सकती है।
किरण रिजिजू जी, आप संसदीय कार्य मंत्री जी।
सर, आज उम्मीद किया था कि अच्छा से पार्लियामेंट का क्वेश्चन आवर चलेगा। माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, आपने बार बार अनुरोध किया है, बार बार आग्रह किया है हमारे विपक्ष के साथियों को।
Right, as the opposition is raising the issue of Mahakumbh there in the parliament, my colleague Ranveer joins us with more details. Ranveer, now of course on the ground security has been enhanced after the stampede. Opposition has been time and again raising the issue of what they say is mismanagement at the Mahakumbh.
Yes, obviously, on 29th of January, at the occasion of Mauni Amavasya, a stampede occurred and 30 devotees were killed and more than 60 were injured. So that's why on the occasion of Vasant Panchami today, the administration has planned in such a manner that the Mela is going smoothly. You can see the vacant area is reserved for the sadhus of various akhadas, and the administration is waiting for the last 3 akhadas related to Udasin tradition, while rest of the 10 had taken holy dip at Sangam. And you can see the barricade, and after the barricade, the crowd is of general devotees who have come from across India. So a crowd management system has been enhanced after the stampede incidents 4 days back, and today Yogi Adityanath, the chief minister, along with DGP and PS Home and other officials, had taken a meeting at his residence to monitor the situation at the Mahakumbh. So CM Yogi Adityanath personally wanted to get the details of crowd management system, and on the ground in Prayagraj, the top officials including ADG, DIG, SSP and other officials, the nodal officials, they were on ground. They were continuously roaming here and there just to see how the crowd has been tackled by the police forces. So a single route to reach to Sangam and a single route to return back is a plan which makes the Mela smooth, because a huge gathering today also. If we compare with Mauni Amavasya, the gathering is less. But if we talk about today's gathering, there is around 4 to 5 crore people who are in Prayagraj and who are taking dip, and they'll continue taking the dip till evening. So today 4 to 5 crore people are here in Prayagraj at the Mela area, but the situation is absolutely normal. The crowd management system is better if we compare to Mauni Amavasya. So the top officials are here and the Mela is going smoothly.
Right, Ranveer, stay on with us. My colleague Vasudha also joins us. Vasudha, sloganeering still continuing in the parliament over Mahakumbh.
That's right, Aarti. This was expected, but interesting visuals there from the Lok Sabha. Even as the speaker started speaking, the opposition was quick enough to respond with slogans, pre-decided slogans, Jawab do, Kumbh pe jawab do, and also Manne walon ki Suchi jari karo. Like, the opposition has been clearly saying that, they want an official list of all those people who have died, while we know that the UP administration has come out with the official number of 30 people injured and 30 people dead and 60 people injured. the opposition has been demanding more transparency in those numbers. In fact, Ram Gopal Yadav, who is the Samajwadi Party MP, has also been saying that, we need more transparency, accountability. We need names of people who have died. We need names of missing people who have died. So opposition there asking some very important questions from the UP administration. Incidentally, like Ranveer was also pointing out, today is, incidentally, the other auspicious Snan that takes place in Mahakumbh on the occasion of Basant Panchami. After this, also there are two more important days. One is, of course, Marg Purnima, and then there is Shivratri. So it's a 45-day festival, Mahakumbh. So clearly, the administration is on a watch here. Yogi Adityanath has been having meetings since 3 a.m. in the morning. He's been constantly monitoring the situation. But what happened on the 29th of January, the Mauni Amavasya, and the deaths that have been, put at 30 by UP administration is being questioned by the opposition now. And of course, they are sloganeering. Today, Aarti, let me also remind our viewers that today was going to be a discussion on the presidential address. Remember, President Draupadi Murmu addressed a joint sitting of the parliament on the first day of the budget session, in which she did talk about how the Modi government was working 3 times harder for the interest of the people. So today, the opposition was also going to respond to that, and also BJP MPs are supposed to discuss on that. Today was, now the question hour is going on. So Kiran Rijiju also got up, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, and he said that question hour is not the time to raise these issues, and they can raise these issues as part of the discussion. So we'll have to wait and see if this leads to more, more conflict and confrontation, and if there is any walkout, or if the session actually proceeds as usual.